Today's October 24th, 2022, and welcome to Ricky's Real Estate Rundown, where I cover what you need to know about the greater Austin area real estate market in 4 minutes or less. All right, as usual, let's start with our 7-day market watch to see what transpired in the greater Austin area real estate market over the past 7 days. 864 homes came onto the MLS, new listings, and during the last 7 days, 726 went under contract. That's actually the closest under contract to new listing ratio we've seen in the last 30 days, which is awesome. Now, during that same time, also there were about 300 properties that came off the market. These are known as expired listings. Perhaps they changed their plans in terms of making a move, or they're going to try a new strategy with a new agent to get their home sold this time. When we can see the active average price is $726,000, which is lower than what we saw last week. And when we look at the under contract average, there's still a disparity there. It's $569,415. On average, the homes that went under contract took 48 days over the last 7 days to get an offer. And then when we look at the average sold price, that number is $602,859, actually higher than the under contract average, which is also a first for the last 30 days. On average, it's taken for the homes that did sell in the last 7 days, it took them 41 days to go under contract, and sellers got roughly 95.4% of their listing price, which was up from the last 7 days of 92 or 93%. Then when we look at the expired withdrawn average price, that's much higher at $935,274. And those homes are on the market for an average of 80 days before they were taken off the market. Now, when we do a deeper dive into the price reductions, the vast majority of sellers over the last 7 days reduced their price from 10 to 20%. The next highest segment was 5 to 10%. So what does this mean for buyers? What this means for buyers, I'll give an example. I've said this maybe in the past. That $500,000 home from 6 months ago, you would have paid $620,000, and you would have waived your appraisal contingency and possibly put even more than your down payment into the deal to make it happen. Yes, you would have gotten a high 4 or low 5 rate, but now what we're looking at is that $500,000 house. Maybe you're able to get that house for $485,000, $490,000. No appraisal language with additional down payment, and you're able to get the sellers to buy down the rate and maybe get into the 5 still. So when you look at it from that perspective, right now with the right agent, with the right plan, it's actually the best time to buy a house that we've seen in the last 3 to 4 years. Now, what does this mean for sellers? Well, I believe that we're kind of in the middle of this market correction that's going to be 10 to 15%. A lot of our clients that have plans to sell in the next 6 months, and they're dependent, their primary motivation for selling is how much they can get for their property. They're going on the market right now because we're in the middle of this price correction, and they'd rather be in the middle than see it go towards the bottom. A lot of them that don't know where they're going to go, they're simply getting into a short-term lease because they really want to take advantage of today's market and not stay at the blackjack table too long and maybe, visit this later on in the year and not really know where the market's going to go. A recent survey came out. Wallet Hub actually compared 300 cities and determined a weighted average across 2 metrics to calculate an overall score for the real estate market and affordability and economic environment. Austin actually ranked number 4 and was number 1 in the large city category. Austin's still a great place to live. People love to live here. People are buying homes. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I'll see you next Monday.